Story of the year is that guy. Since making his Lakers debut on February 10th, Luka Doncic has averaged nearly a triple-double, 19 points, 9 boards, 7 assists, coming off an actual triple-double Tuesday night, the first he had in a Laker uniform. Since his Lakers debut on February 10th, the Lakers rank 4th in defensive efficiency. All we talked about was how their defense was going to fall apart. So far, it hasn't. In fact, they were 18th in the league in that regard before the trade. Small sample size, I get it. The hot run predates them acquiring Doncic. In fact, LA 13-3 going back to January 21st. Best record in the NBA in that time. Lakers are right now 5th in the West, but they are only 2 games out of 2nd in the West. So let's dive in a little bit here. Alan Hahn makes his way over from the Garden where he was working late last night. And we got Rudy Gay. So I've not had a chance to talk to you about this.
Yes.
LeBron plus Luka equals what? What is this Laker team capable of doing this year?
I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. We all kind of understand that this was kind of a future play. LeBron's getting older, but they're playing with house money right now. Luka's been playing great. They've been meshing right now, but we haven't really seen them have the kind of adversity that it takes to make a good team. So we'll see. I really can't give you an answer of what they are or what they can be, but I know this was a future play, and they're just playing great right now.
I think it was painted as a future play, Alan, and all of a sudden the future seems to have shown up pretty quickly.
It's because, to me, again, Rudy, what I've seen so far from watching this team is how fast 2 stars seem to mesh together, because that doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of times you'll always hear about how we're going to need some time together, we got to figure it out. 2 high usage players who are used to having the ball in their hands, you necessarily will not have what they have right now. And why do you have it? Because LeBron, I think, recognizes what he has in Luka Doncic. He calls himself the wide receiver, Luka's the quarterback. Once they've established that, to me, the telepathy that's going on the court with these two is special.
Yeah.
And the more minutes and more time they get together, you can only imagine it's just going to get better.
Yes.
And that's scary for opposing defense.
Rudy, here's what stood out to me the most. In the game the other night against Dallas, LeBron James had 16 points in the fourth quarter. It's his highest scoring fourth quarter of the season at the age of 40. Why is that? It's because he's not being counted on to carry the team on every offensive possession. I think it could. Look, LeBron has already found the fountain of youth, but maybe Luka helps him spend a little more time there as time goes on.
I mean, when you have the most points in history and you have a dynamic score on the team, it makes things a lot easier, you know. So, it's just it says a lot about, LeBron's his basketball IQ. He just finds a way to be effective everywhere he goes, no matter what it is, who he's playing with.
That's one end of the floor. Your concern is the other end of the floor.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, I mean, okay, we can continue to talk about LeBron. He is 40 years old, and playing in these playoff series and playing deeper in the season, it gets tough. And being able to play different positions at his age, I'm not sure if he can do it. He's surprised us up until this point. I think we all know that LeBron's capable of doing, different things. But I think to be successful in the postseason, they need a lob threat and also a rim protector.
So the defense, Alan, we have the stat that their defensive efficiency numbers, for what it's worth, small sample size, have been very good since they got Luka.
And I would credit J.J. Redick for that. And that's kind of why the belief factor stays in him, because what J.J. Redick has shown you in his first year as a coach, let's not forget, it's his first year ever coaching any level. And he has shown, Saturday, he showed you a maniacal preparation for a game against a really good team that was rolling against an MVP candidate, and they shut them down with that smaller lineup. It's going to take a lot. They do have good defenders around those 2 stars, but they've also talked about how they're going to have to play faster and harder on defense. That effort is good once in a while, and in the playoffs, you'll get it. But they have the 4th hardest schedule left this season. And they've got a killer march against some of the best teams in the West. And so, as Rudy said, it's going to get tested, and we're going to really see what they're about.
We'll see where they wind up in the standings. So I'll finish it with this, part of it with this. We define a legitimate contender or a playoff run as winning 2 series.
Yes.
You win 2 playoff series, you make a playoff run.
Yes.
Can this Lakers team win 2 playoff series this year?
I'm not quite sure about that. I'm not sold on that. I mean, we have JJ's been coaching great, and he also has the best assistant coach in the league in LeBron James. So I think he, they have a chance. They have a really good chance because of their star power, but I'm not quite sure.
All right, we're not sold on the defense. We'll get back to Christian Allen about the Lakers, the new look Lakers. They will finish their season where?
I think they're going to be in the conference finals. I just think what you're seeing from Luka Doncic and LeBron James and just their ability to connect immediately just intelligently, IQ, the way they play off of each other. And that's just the beginning. You know it's going to evolve and get better. Defense is questions. Matchups are a question. But I will point out that Luka Doncic has already proved that he can beat the Thunder in the playoffs. With Lou Dort guarding him, he's done it once before. He can certainly do it again.
Yes, and obviously LeBron has proved everything a person can prove.
Right.
There are
Yes.
questions about this team, though, and they mostly are on the defensive end. Small sample size. They've been good on defense since they got Luka, but we don't expect that to continue. Rudy, there's an old expression in every sport,
yes.
Defense wins championships.
Yes.
Is it true? If this team is ridiculously dynamic offensively, can they make a very deep playoff run even if their defense is, let's say, subpar?
Well, I say they proved it last year with Luka making it to the conference, well, to the finals.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think this is a new era of basketball. Like, guys are scoring the ball. We're scoring at all-time rates.
Right.
I think you actually could kind of score your way into winning.
Alan, what do you think? Because
Playing faster certainly gets it done. It is always about matchups in the playoffs. We know that. There's certain teams that just have your number or match up well against you. But again, what they did with Denver, that opened a lot of eyes in that game, specifically on the road, a house of horrors for LeBron and the Lakers in the past, and it didn't look like it was a problem for them. I've already mentioned Luka and the Thunder and what he already has that confidence going into a series like that. Wouldn't we love to see them play against Dallas? Wouldn't we love to see them play against Golden State? There's a lot of matchups that are compelling, but they'll always have two of the best players on the floor in every series.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could make an argument they'll have the two best players on the floor regardless of who they play. So then that brings, another old expression is styles make fights. What is it? I'm not asking you to give me a team, but what is it they can't defend? Like, what is it that would be their Achilles heel that they couldn't overcome?
Well, I mean, those guards. I mean, like we said, defense is a problem. Or
Right.
It's going well.
So is it size or is it guards?
No, it's guard play. It's guard play. These guys. LeBron's 40 years old. Like,
Right.
As much as we say and how well he's playing, Father Time waits for no man.
Right.
So, and
He's waiting for LeBron.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know what it is. He has.
He's just sitting there having a coffee.
Exactly right.
Right.
Father Time is like, listen, LeBron, anytime.
Right.
I got to go.
How much time
Steph
you
Curry
need, LeBron?
needs me.
Yeah. But Luka is a capable defender. He hasn't. I think he's a capable defender. But this is where we're going to see where he makes that leap.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is what we saw in the playoffs 2 years ago when they got to the Western Conference Finals and LeBron's battery started to drain because they relied so much on him. And in that final series against Denver, you just saw fatigue for the first time. And that's what you're wondering about is when you get to the playoffs and it's that you're going hard every single night, will he have enough in the tank to get it
Well,
done?
if there's one thing we know about both these guys is that over the course of their careers, they have been clutch. And
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.